Welcome back, seekers of wisdom and self-improvement. This is your friend Frank bringing you another empowering episode of the Clockwork Eye, your guide to illuminating the labyrinth of the mind, one insight at a time. Today, we embark on a transformative journey into the realm of emotional intelligence, as we explore the top 5 strategies to enhance your emotional intelligence. In a world where success and fulfillment depend not only on our intellectual abilities but also on our capacity to understand and manage emotions, both our own and those of others, developing a high level of emotional intelligence has become an essential skill. So, join us as we study the science and art of emotional intelligence, and discover practical, actionable techniques for cultivating empathy, active listening, emotional regulation, and more. But first, let's define what we mean by emotional intelligence. As Daniel Goleman, the renowned psychologist and author who popularized the concept, explains in his groundbreaking book, Emotional Intelligence, Why It Can Matter More Than IQ, emotional intelligence refers to the capacity for recognizing our own feelings and those of others, for motivating ourselves, and for managing emotions well in ourselves and in our relationships. This multifaceted ability encompasses a range of skills, from self-awareness and self-regulation to empathy and social adaptness. And research has consistently shown that individuals with high levels of emotional intelligence tend to excel in both their personal and professional lives, enjoying more satisfying relationships, more effective communication, and greater success in leadership roles. So, without further ado, let's dive into our top 5 strategies for enhancing your emotional intelligence. Strategy number 1, practice mindfulness. At the heart of emotional intelligence lies self-awareness, the ability to recognize and understand your own emotions as they arise. And one of the most powerful tools for cultivating self-awareness is the practice of mindfulness. As Jon Kabat-Zinn, the founder of mindfulness-based stress reduction, defines it, mindfulness is paying attention in a particular way, on purpose, in the present moment, and non-judgmentally. By learning to observe your thoughts, feelings, and sensations with a sense of curiosity and acceptance, you can develop a clearer understanding of your emotional landscape and a greater capacity to respond rather than react to challenging situations. This heightened self-awareness can also help you identify patterns of thought and behavior that may be holding you back, allowing you to make more conscious, intentional choices in your life. To get started with mindfulness, try setting aside just a few minutes each day to sit quietly and focus on your breath. When thoughts or emotions arise, simply notice them without judgment, and gently bring your attention back to your breath. Over time, this simple practice can help you develop a more grounded, centered presence in the face of life's ups and downs. Strategy number 2, cultivate empathy. Empathy, the ability to understand and share the feelings of another, is a cornerstone of emotional intelligence. As the author and researcher Brené Brown puts it, empathy is feeling with people. It's the capacity to step into someone else's shoes, to see the world through their eyes, and to respond with compassion and understanding. Cultivating empathy begins with active listening, giving others your full, undivided attention, and seeking to understand their perspective, even if it differs from your own. This means setting aside your own agenda and judgments, and focusing on the other person's experience with an open heart and mind. One powerful technique for building empathy is perspective taking. When you find yourself in a challenging interaction or disagreement, take a moment to imagine how the other person might be feeling and what might be motivating their behavior. Ask yourself questions like, what might be going on for them right now, or how would I feel in their situation? By making a genuine effort to understand the other person's point of view, you can often find common ground and resolve conflicts more effectively. Strategy number 3, practice emotional regulation. Emotional regulation, the ability to manage your own emotions in healthy and adaptive ways, is another key component of emotional intelligence. As the psychologist and author Guy Winch explains in his book, Emotional First Aid, our emotional health is just as important as our physical health, and we need to tend to it with the same level of care and attention. One effective technique for regulating emotions is deep breathing. When you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, anxious, or stressed, take a few slow, deep breaths, inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. This simple act can help activate the parasympathetic nervous system, promoting a sense of calm and relaxation. Another helpful strategy is cognitive reframing, the practice of challenging and reinterpreting negative thoughts and beliefs. When you find yourself stuck in a negative thought pattern, ask yourself, is this thought really true? Is there another way of looking at this situation? By questioning your assumptions and considering alternative perspectives, you can often shift your emotional state and respond more effectively to challenging circumstances. Strategy number 4. Develop assertiveness. Assertiveness, the ability to express your own needs, wants, and boundaries clearly and respectfully, is an essential skill for emotional intelligence. As the psychotherapist and author Harriet Lerner writes in her book, The Dance of Anger, anger is a signal, and one worth listening to. Our anger may be a message that we are being hurt, that our rights are being violated, that our needs or wants are not being adequately met, or simply that something is not right. Learning to communicate assertively involves finding a balance between passivity and aggression. It means standing up for yourself and your values, while also respecting the rights and feelings of others. This can be particularly challenging in situations where there is a power imbalance or a fear of conflict, but with practice, it becomes easier to express yourself with clarity and confidence. One effective technique for assertive communication is the I statement. Instead of blaming or accusing others, focus on expressing your own feelings and needs. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," try saying, "I feel frustrated when I don't feel heard." By owning your own experience and avoiding judgmental language, you can often engage others in more productive, collaborative dialogue. Strategy number 5. Foster social connections. Finally, emotional intelligence is not just about understanding and managing your own emotions, but also about building and maintaining positive relationships with others. As the Harvard Study of Adult Development, one of the longest-running studies of human happiness and well-being, has consistently shown, the quality of our social connections is one of the most important predictors of our physical and mental health over the lifespan. Fostering strong, supportive relationships requires a range of emotional intelligence skills, from empathy and active listening to conflict resolution and teamwork. It means being attuned to the needs and feelings of others, and being willing to invest time and energy in building trust and rapport. One simple but powerful way to strengthen your social connections is through acts of kindness and generosity. Research has shown that performing small, everyday acts of kindness, like holding the door for someone or offering a word of encouragement, can boost our own happiness and well-being while also strengthening our relationships with others. As the author and philosopher Henry James put it, 3 things in human life are important. The first is to be kind, the second is to be kind, and the third is to be kind. So, my dear Clockwork Eye viewers, I invite you to reflect on your own emotional intelligence journey. Which of these strategies resonate with you most, and how might you begin to incorporate them into your daily life? Share your thoughts, experiences, and insights in the comments below, and let us support each other in our quest for greater self-awareness, empathy, and connection. And as always, if you have found value in this video, leave a like and subscribe to the Clockwork Eye for more mind-expanding content that will challenge you to grow, both intellectually and emotionally, as you navigate the complex tapestry of human experience. Remember, as Daniel Goleman reminds us, in a very real sense, we have 2 minds, one that thinks and one that feels. By cultivating both our cognitive and emotional capacities, we can tap into our full potential as individuals and as members of the human family. Until next time, my fellow travelers on the path of wisdom and self-discovery, keep shining the light of awareness on your inner world, and may your emotional intelligence be a guiding star on your journey through life. This is your friend Frank at the Clockwork Eye, signing off. Cheerio.